Hello everybody and welcome back to the Young Broke Musicians podcast with me, Roxy.
And me, Connor.
Hey, how you feeling?
I'm buzzing, mate. I mean, I'm always pretty much buzzing.
Still buzzing.
Buzzing today because we's in double figures.
We is in double figures today.
We is in double figures.
Dude, it's episode 10.
Episode 10.
How exciting is this?
Very, mate. Very, mate.
Considering like what literally episode 1 where we didn't have any cameras.
No cameras.
We literally
little wireless mics.
Yeah, now it's episode 10. We've got a studio. We've got our lighting.
We've
got the Rodecaster Pro.
We have filming in 4K, 3 cameras, maybe another one soon. More on that later.
So first of all, I think we should possibly start with some music news.
Our first news item is Kanye West has announced he requires more attention.
And there was also 1.57 billion worth of grants for arts, and also mentions lighting the music venues up in red.
Exactly, absolutely. And Adele has got a new album coming out.
How exciting. And also we're going to be talking about how the R5 and the R6 has just been added to the Canon family.
They've just rocked our world and emptied our wallets.
Not emptied our wallets yet, but
soon to be.
Soon to be, hopefully. So, shall we start with Mr. Kanye West?
Oh dear. I mean, I made a video about it on my channel.
I saw it. It was absolutely hilarious.
I tried to take the unbiased route. So I could have done a video where I just completely like slated him off, but I thought, I've gotten death threats and hate on my comments before. So I thought I'll keep it clean and I'll keep it unbiased. I went through the good, the bad. So
and
yeah.
The ugly.
And the ugly. Kanye West has decided he's reaffirmed what he said in 2015. He's running for president in 2020.
I mean, I'm a little bit scared purely because imagining the Kardashians
in the White House. Can you imagine keeping up with the Kardashians season? I don't know how many seasons it is.
I've no idea.
100 or something. I don't know. They've milked that dry. But yeah, can you imagine it? Keeping up with the Kardashians, White House edition.
Oh my God. Could you imagine?
Pentagon edition. Can you imagine? It would just be a nightmare.
Okay, I'm a little bit annoyed why Michelle Obama hasn't gone for president.
Michelle Obama or Oprah would be great presidents.
Could you imagine? Or Ellen.
Ellen, very true.
Ellen DeGeneres.
Everyone says The Rock should run for president.
He would be amazing. Yeah, I think he'd be awesome.
Cool. I mean, he doesn't turn down any role, so I doubt he'd turn down the presidency. But yeah, Kanye West has said he is running for president. I don't think it'll necessarily happen because he's missed quite a few deadlines. He needs to go through quite a few processes to actually be confirmed to actually be running for president.
Well, Kim Kardashian is studying to be a lawyer, isn't she? So
yeah. Good luck to her. No, she's done well. She's like worth quite a lot, and we'll talk about that later as well.
We will talk about their net worth as well, yeah, 100%.
But speaking of money, good news for us and music venues as a whole.
As of recording this today, yesterday it was announced that music is allowed outside.
So buzzing for that.
Yeah, but when they announced it, it was absolutely like raining cats and dogs outside.
It really was.
We were all like, oh, thank you for telling us that we're allowed to play outside.
Outside with our gear in the rain.
No, but apparently this weekend is meant to be stunning. So,
I hope so.
On the next podcast, we'll be able to tell you how that went.
Yeah, I'm gonna film a little bit of mine, so maybe we can put it in.
Yeah, I might do mine as well.
Gotta be done.
That'll be awesome.
But more good news for music. The government has issued £1.57 billion grant to help
the arts and the theatres and music
and
venues and stuff.
Which is a big sigh of relief, I think, for independent music venues.
100%, because then they're not going to be turned into flats and
yeah, that wouldn't be good.
Could you imagine if like
can you imagine if
the
Club
Royal Albert Hall?
Could you
imagine if the Royal Albert Hall turned into a Weatherspoons?
Oh no!
How awful would that be?
It would be really bad. I mean, their mac and cheese is good, but I think the fact that it's Royal Albert Hall sort of outweighs the mac and cheese for this one. But just a tad. But that would be so sad, wouldn't it?
It would be really sad, yeah. But they're lighting up all of the venues red, aren't they?
They are. I saw Kieran, amazing drummer. He's drummed on my releases and stuff, and also works at the studio here.
Yeah.
He has a job with JBL Audio, who make like speakers and headphones and stuff, and they lit up their warehouse all red. Venues have been lighting up red to sort of like not like a protest, but sort of like a call to arms to say, oh yeah, the industry is in trouble.
Yeah, we're in trouble.
Which sucks.
Yeah, but that's amazing that the government are doing that and that there's going to be grants for the arts and everything. I think that's really good.
It's so amazing.
It is.
It's
Yay.
really cool.
Amazing. We've also, would you like to show them your...
oh yeah, I got new things.
Your new purchase.
So on a previous episode, I explained that I found a AirPod on the train once. I kind of fell in love with it after it randomly connected to my phone. It blew your mind.
It blew my mind.
Blew your mind next to the cooker the other day.
It did.
That was incredible. So I've decided to actually buy myself a pair of AirPods. They've got a case in them as well. I got a mouse case, which is the same company that makes my phone case. Not an ad, just saying. But oh yeah, we both got mouse cases, so we're proper kitted out with mouse gear really. So yeah, love them. I tested the noise cancellation with Roxy. I basically encouraged Roxy to stand next to my cooker. I put the extractor fan on and you can have the headphones in your ear, and then I turned on the noise cancellation. What was it like?
I heard nothing.
It's amazing.
So
isn't it?
the extractor fan was really extremely noisy.
It's
he
really
turned
loud.
on the noise cancellation and I heard nothing.
Imagine that on like a train or a cafe
It was
or an airplane.
amazing.
So cool.
Game changer.
It is.
Screaming kids and you're just like, goodbye.
See ya.
See ya.
That's not the end of the episode, just saying. But you got new stuff as well.
I have indeed. And I'm really excited about these. I'm going to grab these.
They're really cool. I encouraged you to get them, didn't I?
You did. So
they're really cool.
this is a brand called Barna. They are absolutely amazing. They basically do glasses for to block the blue light when you're working on your screen. When we're editing,
yeah.
We find that our eyes get tired really easily. Literally,
it's pretty packaging, isn't it?
it is really pretty packaging. And then you've got like a little case. But look at
they're
these.
Nice. Love them.
Look how cute they are. I love them.
They suit. I like them.
They're cute.
They're really cool.
These are tortoiseshell. They do them in many colours and everything. This isn't an ad either. It's
Not an
just
ad.
the fact that we usually
But
talk about things that we've... Yeah, it could be. Come on, sponsor us. But we literally talk about things that we've got during the week and new things and stuff. So for those of you who can't see, they're tortoiseshell. They're really cute glasses.
I've got a pair as well.
I've got a
Mine
pair.
are at home on my desk because I've been editing this morning. But I really like them because I notice when I'm really concentrating on an edit, or if I'm doing like a massive sort of photo editing session, I think partly because I broke my jaw once, but I always tense my jaw. I can feel my teeth are like that. But now that I've been wearing the glasses for like, what's it, about 2 or 3 months now, I notice when I'm done working for a day, my jaw is sort of less like achy and tense, which is good.
Yeah.
And it also like helps fight insomnia. It loads of benefits actually as well.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah.
And the best thing about it as well, I got an email straight after purchasing and they said that I would be allowed to plant a tree.
Oh yeah.
So I got like a little coupon code that I literally just put into the computer and they said, oh, well done, you've planted your tree.
That's really cool.
And you plant your tree somewhere around the world and they show you where, and it's really cool.
Lots of companies are doing that now, which is nice. So I use ND filters by a company called Gobe or Gobe, Gobe. And every time you buy one of their products, they like plant a bunch of trees, which is cool.
Brilliant. Love that.
Really
Love
sick.
It. Did you want to tell the new news about Miss Adele?
Miss Adele, yeah. So we were looking for music news. I think when I was scrolling through Apple News, most of it was bombarded by Kanye West and that he's like going to be anti-Trump, anti-vax, and that he's running for president. So fun times there. But deep down the news feed, it was revealed that Adele was working on her new album and is, what's it, quote, pouring her heart into her new album.
Aww.
It's going to be a great album, I think.
I hope
One,
it is.
because she's got a child now, and that always sort of inspires stuff.
Yeah.
You know that Robbie Williams song, You Know Me?
Yes.
Yeah, that's written about his son.
Oh,
Yeah.
So was Candy, I think.
Candy was written by Gary Barlow about Robbie Williams' son.
Aww.
Yeah. So yeah, she's got lots of inspiration. She's just had a very nasty divorce, so I feel very bad for her with that.
However, power to women. You don't need no man.
She don't need no man.
Don't need no man.
She's a strong, independent woman with an incredible voice.
Yeah.
So it's going to be an incredible album.
It really
I
is.
can't wait for the ex-husband diss track.
Oh, I'm so excited for this.
That'd
so
be
excited
really cool.
for it. Now, Connor and I, yesterday from filming this podcast, so yesterday was the 9th of July.
Big day.
Oh, it was a huge day for us, wasn't it?
We were constantly like watching the screen, looking at it, going like that.
Literally.
It was so good.
It was ridiculous. So for those of you who don't know what we're talking about, Connor and I absolutely adore Canon, the photography company, videography company. We've all of our cameras that we use for the podcast on the YouTube channel. They're all Canon. They're M50s.
They are. Believe it or not, they are entry level cameras, but I think we've gotten the best out of them.
I think we have. They're amazing. We absolutely adore them, don't we?
However,
Canon have just basically released 2 new cameras. And how many new lenses?
About 6 or 7 new lenses.
And they are called the Canon R5 and the Canon R6.
So we spoke last episode that they announced that there's going to be an event on the 9th. It happened. It was incredible. They revealed all the specs, the prices. The price wasn't too bad for the R6, considering that the R does cropped 4K and it's a bit hindered, and it's cheaper. And the R6 is cheaper than one, and it's got a better specs.
Yeah.
So value for money wise with the R6, that's I think the one that I'm going to go for.
Yes.
Eventually.
We're going to save. Yes.
So you never know. You might be. I mean, we filmed this in 4K anyway, but it's cropped, so we have to move. The cameras are like a good sort of 2 or 3 meters away from us. It's an absolute pain. But with the R6, it's uncropped, so it's not all zoomed in and stuff. So it's sort of a lot wider.
Yeah.
Dual pixel autofocus, so we don't have to put it in manual focus every time.
Yes.
And the 4K on the R6 is what's it called? Unprocessed 5K. So it's basically filming it in 5K, but scaling it to 4K. So better quality 4K.
So basically, for those of you who don't know much about cameras, the R5 and the R6 is basically just glorified.
It's the holy grail.
On every level.
It's the holy grail of cameras.
Yeah, that's why we're really excited about it.
We are.
Yeah.
And Peter McKinnon uploaded 3 times that day.
He
Incredible.
Did. We love Peter McKinnon, don't we?
We do. Yeah. He made a little short film. It was only like 3 minutes long, but it was all filmed in 8K.
How
on the
inspiring
R5.
was that, though?
It was so inspiring and so true.
Yeah.
Really, really true. It was called The Artist. Go check it out. We'll link it up on one of the cards or something. It's such a cool film.
The Artist by Peter McKinnon. Go and check it out. It's really cool.
Absolutely. But we got some exciting stuff.
We have got some exciting things.
So the way we distribute our podcast, there's loads of different services to basically put our podcast on Spotify, on Apple Podcasts, all those good places where you can listen to us on your run, on your walk to work, or when you're meant to be listening to a conversation, but you're listening to us. So thank you for that. But we listen to we put our podcast out using a service called Anchor, which are great. I love them. They're free.
Love Anchor.
They're really handy to use. You've been uploading the audio podcasts, haven't you?
Yes.
It's really easy, isn't it?
I love it. Really easy to use, and for a dimwad like me,
not at all.
For a dimwad like me, I'm quite simple. So I find technology a little bit confusing. So if I can use it, anybody can use it. So it's called Anchor. It's really good to upload your podcasts.
It is, and they've got this really great feature where Basically, people, I can't talk today. Basically, people can leave you like little voicemail messages. Yeah. So we've got a few. We're going to play some.
Yeah.
We're not going to play all of them because we've had but we're going to play.
We've had some people who have literally announced their undying love for Connor. Yeah. Which is quite cute, but
I'm still convinced this person has made the Connor Wells fan account on Instagram. Can you imagine? But we've got some really, really cool voice messages. I hope they play.
Are we starting with?
Should we start with, who are we starting with?
Charlie.
We love Charlie. He's got his own podcast
Charlie's
as well.
Charlie's a good buddy of the channel.
So we've got his little voicemail message.
Hi guys, Charlie Phillips here. I just wanted to say that the podcast is so inspiring. It inspired me to start my own podcast. I just think you should keep doing what you're doing because honestly, it's amazing. And maybe one day, if I could, I'd love to come on. That would be amazing. Just keep doing what you're doing. I think we're all really enjoying it. Bye.
Oh,
how cute
Charlie.
Was that? We love him.
We would love you on the podcast, 100%.
That would be really cool. I connected with him on Instagram. He he followed me and then randomly tagged me on his Instagram story. He'd covered my single Embrace on the ukulele.
Aww.
It was so cute. And then I was playing it in the Angel Share and he came down and we sung it together.
That's
really
amazing. Cool. That's absolutely awesome.
It
and Charlie, you are welcome on the podcast anytime you want. We'll get in touch with your parents and they can come bring you down. Yeah, we can interview you about your podcast and how you started your podcast and everything. And yeah, I love the fact that he said that it's inspired him to start his own podcast.
That's really sweet.
I love that so much. So thank you.
Big love, Charlie.
That's made our day. Thank you, Charlie.
Now the next one is from someone called Geordie Fox. So let's have a play of this one. If it plays. Wi-Fi is a little bit slow, so we'll just waffle into it. Here we go.
Hey guys, how's it going? I just want to say I absolutely love the podcast. It's absolutely brilliant. I don't know what it is, but I love, especially recently, I love seeing like people that I know just doing it, just going out and making music. I absolutely love music. My dream is for like 70s music to like come to like bring back old classic music. I just love it, and I feel like because I'm a very creative person, but musically I've never had it in me, which I've always been annoyed about. So when I see other people doing it, I absolutely love it. It's absolutely incredible. So yeah, I love the podcast. I love the stories. It's brilliant. So keep going, guys. I fucking love it. Sorry, I don't know if I'm allowed to swear. I'm sorry. You might have to bleep that. But
we'll allow it.
We'll allow that. I don't know where he's from, and I keep listening to it, and I'm like, he sounds Irish. He sounds like Scottish. He's got a little bit of Scottish in him, like a little bit of an American twang.
I can't pick it up.
I can't, but thank you for sending that in. That was really cool.
The last one we've got is one of our greatest friends, Melanie Quinn. She put a video on her YouTube channel, and it was so sad to watch, but it made me so proud of her.
I didn't think it was sad to watch. I thought it was stupidly empowering.
It was stupidly empowering.
Like, so Mel has alopecia.
She does.
She's quite open about it.
Which is good.
Yeah. She completely owns it.
Absolutely.
And in her recent YouTube video, which we will put in the description below, she has shaved her hair off.
She has. She's been growing it back for the last 3 years, and it's the thing with alopecia. When I went to San Diego, they did the gig that I was doing. They were doing it for charity as well with a company called Children for Hair Loss, who make hair care wigs for free for people who have got cancer, alopecia, burns victims.
Yeah.
And they said it can come back, it can go away, lie dormant for like years on end, but it's come back for Mel, and she shaved her hair off, and she is incredible.
Honestly, I had to message her straight after because I was like, damn you, because you've made me want to shave my head. Like, she looks incredible.
She looks super cool.
Her ears, I think I've never seen such perfect ears in my whole entire life.
They're good, aren't they?
Oh my God, she just looks incredible. And I was just like, damn you, you're making me want to shave my head, Mel. Sorry.
That's cool.
Yeah.
It's all good, buddy.
Yeah.
So Mel's left us a voice message.
Yes, she has.
Which is really cool. I really love this one because
we'll have to get her on the channel.
We do. Yeah. She sparked up a whole topic for us.
Hello, sorry if I'm shouting. It's your fan and your friend, Mel Quinn. And
hello, Mel.
My question is to you guys, my friends Roxy and Connor, is what is your favourite meme of the 20th century? Or over the last decade? Let's say over the last decade, actually.
That's a tough one.
That's sort of when meme culture was about. I'll give some examples of ones I can think of on the top of my head. I'm in my mum's car, brum brum. You got no fans.
I remember that one.
I mean, that's just ones I can think of at the top of my head. But what's your favourite? Love you guys. Thank you.
Oh, we love you, Mel.
We love you, Mel.
Oh my God, you're so funny.
That's hilarious. You actually sound like the I'm in my mum's car girl.
I'm in my mum's car.
And that one who did you got no fans, you got no grand. He actually did like a tour and actually came to Hitchin. You know the venue in Hitchin before it closed down. He was doing like meet and greet appearances there.
That's
of his viral video.
Oh my God, that's brilliant.
What would be your favourite meme?
Okay, so I had to write down a few because
We've got so many.
we really have. So shall I go?
Go for it.
Okay, I'm going to go through a few.
Go to
So
town on them.
I'm going to start from the top. So one of my favourite memes is there is basically a barbecue going on in the garden, and all of a sudden someone lights a firework, and the firework literally hits the girl, and she's okay, by the way. Nothing bad happened to her, but basically
She survived.
she literally just like lit up like a firework, and playing in the background was Alicia Keys. No, it was Alicia Keys was like, "This girl is on fire," and I was like, "Oh my god, that's hilarious."
Love that.
So I loved that. Now, one of my other favourites is literally there is a song played by Beyonce where Beyonce goes, "Bring the beat in," like that, and this guy literally just has a beetroot on a plate, and he goes, "Bring the beat," and he goes, "Anything for you, Beyonce," and just comes with like
A beetroot.
a beetroot. Yeah.
Love it.
Do you want to do that one?
Oh yeah, so there's this video of a girl getting out of a pool and she falls over and it just goes to the beat of that's my shit. All the girls gonna be like this.
Ain't no holla back, girl.
I love them
Oh
ones.
my god, it was brilliant.
I think one of your favourites.
Oh, I loved this one. So this is literally like someone's got a pot of jam and they've got like a pump for
Car tyres or footballs.
for like footballs and stuff, and then it just goes, "Pump up the jam, pump it up." So that's really funny. I like that one. That was really good. I think this has got to be one of my favourites.
It's such a good
We
one.
spoke about this the other day.
I'm so glad I introduced that
Oh
to
my
you.
god, I love it. Basically, it's this little calf, this little cow that's literally just got like a bucket full of milk, and instead of him like drinking like a normal cow, he puts his whole entire head inside the bucket, including his eyeballs.
Yeah, his eyeballs are in there at one point.
And then the guy just goes, "Oh, Chug."
God
God
damn it,
Chug, because they call him Chug.
Chug.
He chugs.
It's the bit where he walks away at the end. He's like, "God damn it."
Yeah.
Love it.
He's like, "I guess there's always tomorrow."
Love it.
And on the milk kind of topic.
Oh yeah, we love this one. So it's when people fall over and they're like, "Oh, got it. He needs some milk."
He needs some milk.
So very big and strong.
That's a good meme.
That is a very good meme.
And for those of you who don't know what a meme is, just in case you don't.
Just in case you're not up to date with meme culture. I mean,
Yes.
there's so many dead memes out there now, but there's some good ones.
A meme is an element of a culture or system or behaviour passed from one individual to another by imitation or other non-genetic means. So it could be an image, a video, a piece of text. Typically, it's kind of used in a humorous nature. That's copied and spread rapidly by the internet users.
So for all the boomers out there, that made meme sound so sophisticated.
It did, didn't it?
Here, I have a meme for you. Please accept this meme as a token of my gratitude.
There's a few others as well, which is where the girl walks past the guy and she's on the phone and she goes, "And they were roommates." And then the guy literally is filming and he just turns to himself and goes, "And they were roommates." It's just brilliant.
Just so sarcastic.
Loved it.
Oh, this one. This guy's like filming a sign and all the letters are falling off. He's like, "Oh, they've got free shavacado."
No, it's a woman.
Oh, it's a woman, yeah.
Yeah, and instead of
Fresh avocado.
fresh avocado, she goes, "Free shavacado."
You sound so like it. I love it.
You missed.
What one did I miss?
Look at this graph.
Oh, now anyone who's like who's come here from like my channel knows that I always take the mick out of Nickelback whenever I do like unpopular opinions videos.
I like Nickelback.
You
just
do.
letting you guys know.
I won't bring Nickelback into it,
Good.
but they're probably one of the most memed bands out there. And there's that song, "Look at This Photograph."
Look at this photograph. Yeah,
I don't know the rest of the
in the
words.
video, I don't think anyone knows the rest of that word.
Does anyone know what the actual picture is from the video?
I think it's a picture of him and his missus.
Oh.
I think.
Now-
I might be wrong.
Now it's various other things. Thanks to meme culture, it's been look at this graph, look at this meth, look at this path.
Yeah.
So many people have done so many weird things to
Yeah,
it.
it's really weird.
What other ones are there?
Chickens can float.
Oh, I love that one.
Mom, chickens can float. So basically just chickens can float.
They can.
What else? Oh, so my favourite meme of all time, I think, has got to be literally the little American kid where he's got his chicken in his arms and there's a massive puddle below, and his mum goes, "Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing?" And he goes, "I'm getting him baptized," and literally just shoves the chicken in the puddle, and the puddle just goes over the chicken, and the chicken's like, "What is going on?"
That is one of my favourites.
Yeah, loved that.
I'm going to play this one. Maybe I'll put it over the screen, but it's one of my favourites.
Oh, I love it.
It is so good. So this guy walks in.
Shoots a gun.
This is why Mom doesn't fucking love you.
He's just so proud of himself. The face that he's pulling like that.
So for those of you who can't see and who are actually on
Spotify.
Yeah, so basically this younger brother comes in with a gun in America.
Not responsible
At all. Fires the gun into the ceiling, and
As you do.
the older brother jumps off of the sofa and absolutely is scared out of his wits. And then he turns to the younger brother and goes, "This is why Mom doesn't love you." And literally it's really funny.
He love it.
Yeah. So that one.
We got a few more.
Target.
Love that. The greatest example of a blinking out light, isn't it?
Yeah. So basically, it's like Tesco's, but imagine the T in Tesco's is like flickering on and off. So it's like Tesco's. It doesn't really work as well as Target,
I
but.
think we should scout every Tesco's in the UK to see if there is one that does that.
And Sainsbury's. Asda. Other supermarkets are available.
True. For the posh folk, Waitrose. But it probably wouldn't be a drop. It would be like classical music, probably.
Waitrose.
That sort of key change you went there reminds me of, I think, one of my favourite ones.
Hey, thanks for checking in. I'm
Go on.
still a piece of garbage.
Nailed it. You got it.
Hell
First
yeah.
time. It's that key change. It throws me off. But I love that one.
Love it. And then we'll do one more. We'll do one more, which has to be Kendall Jenner, where her mum had bought her a piglet. Her mum had
Greatest mum ever.
a piglet
What a
literally wrapped up in a towel. She was holding it, and Kendall Jenner comes down and goes, "Oh, is that a chicken?"
I mean,
And it's a pig.
it's really cringeworthy, the fact that she couldn't tell that it was a pig.
I mean,
Bless her.
if you're gonna get like, look at all those chickens. They're ducks, aren't they?
They're ducks. I saw a video on TikTok. I was doing some sort of 1 a.m. scrolling on TikTok, and someone had posted a TikTok going, and the text said, "Look who's at my school," and he zoomed the camera over to this girl. And it was the girl who went, "Look at all those chickens," and she'd obviously all grown up. And then they played the clip. I was like, "Oh my god, she's like 16 now, not like 5."
Bless her. So guys, get in touch with us and let us know what your favourite memes are. We would love to hear from you. And if you wanted to speak to us like our other lovely audience members have just done, then you can go on to the
Anchor website and find young musicians, and you can leave us a friendly little voice message.
Yeah, please be nice.
Please be nice.
Yeah.
I mean, we appreciate feedback, but
We sure do.
make it constructive and not horrible.
Indeed. Right. So we've only got a few minutes left of part 1.
We do.
So did you know now this was
I introduced this to you. I thought
you
you
did.
knew.
I
thought was the only
didn't.
one.
And I even told my mum about this, and my mum had no idea. So drive-in cinemas.
I genuinely thought that when you roll up to a drive-in cinema, that you have to like roll the window down and there's big speakers that blast it out.
Yep.
Turns out you don't have to just roll your window down.
I didn't know this.
You just turn your radio frequency and it plays through your car speakers.
See, I had no idea because I've never been to one. So
Nor have I.
we're going to take a little break and then we will be back with part 2 and a very special guest.
Hell yeah.
Welcome back to the podcast. Woo. This is part 2 of episode 10.
Episode 10.
And as you guys can see, we have a very special guest.
We sure do. Exciting. They get all the applause.
For those of you who don't know, this is my mother.
Hello.
We thought it would be really cool to. You're right. Hello.
All right, Mum.
Hello.
We thought it'd be really cool to basically get a mum on here to basically tell you guys what it's like being a mum of a creative person and a singer in the industry and in the theatre business.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Banging idea.
Awesome. So that was today's episode. We're not going to let her talk. No, I'm joking. So this is my mum. This is Dawn. She's really cool. Lady D.
She's my hero.
Yeah, she is. She is indeed. She doesn't really know where to look at the minute. She looks a little bit out of her depth, and I feel really bad for her. But it's all good. It's all good. You're in good hands, Mama. You're
Absolutely.
in good hands. So,
What with you two?
yeah, with us too.
We're cool.
And for those of you who don't know, it is my mother's birthday today. Woo! Woo! Happy birthday, Mum. Happy birthday.
10th episode. And
10th episode.
10th of July.
I know. And you're 10 years old. Oh, brilliant.
Happy days.
Oh,
10's
awesome.
all round.
Awesome. Mum, do you want to tell us what it's like being a mum for someone in the West End and music industry?
Yeah, I can tell you that.
Go for it.
Where do I start?
Don't be afraid of the microphone. The microphone's your friend.
Microphone's
You
your
go as
friend.
close as possible. It's all good.
When Roxy used to do auditions, and I used to chaperone her around London, we used to have lots of fun.
We did indeed. We used to go to Hamleys straight after I did an audition, didn't we?
Jealous.
did.
I know. Loved it.
Hamleys.
Loved Hamleys.
We never looked upon it as a job that you was going for. It was always a sort of a girls' night out. A girls' night out? A girls' day out.
I was like 7 at the time, so it wasn't a girl's night out. I can
night
just
out at
confirm
7.
that.
Yeah, honestly, no alcohol was used.
You mean like it was just a good day out, so I'd do my audition and then we'd kind of go for ice cream after and just pretend like I didn't even do the audition, so that if I didn't get it, I wasn't disappointed. And
Yeah.
if I did get it, then it was a bonus.
Because you got ice cream.
Because I got ice cream and got to spend time with my mama.
That sounds like a great day out.
It was
Does.
good fun. It was
Yeah.
good fun, wasn't it?
It was. Yeah.
So we used to go for auditions, and we used to have a bit of a laugh, and
We did.
used to learn your lines and go into the auditions. I remember one time when
Producer?
thank you. I remember a producer walking past, and Roxy was all dressed in lilac at the time, and little lilac bunches in her hair. And the producer walked past and said, "I know your favourite colour." And Roxy said, "What is it?" And he said, "It's lilac." And she said, "No, it's not. It's blue, actually." And she got the job.
On the
because
spot.
on the spot.
Literally on the
because of
spot.
it.
He went, "Yeah, I want this girl."
Sass.
Didn't even really have to audition. So it was really funny.
Love that.
That was really good.
I think I got that kind of from you and Dad, like sense of humour wise. So I was just joking with, and I had no idea it was the producer at the time.
Oh,
So literally, it was quite funny.
Yeah, it was
that's
good fun.
brilliant.
Yeah,
Love that.
yeah, it was good though, wasn't it?
Yeah, so we had a good time going through auditions, and there was thousands and thousands of children that would queue up for Mary Poppins, and Roxy got through, and she was Jane Banks, one of the main characters,
Aw.
which was amazing, and we were so proud of her.
I bet.
Thank you.
Really
Aw.
proud.
What a
of
cool
her.
role to play.
Yeah, I loved
Yeah.
it. I really did love Poppins. It was like one of the best things in the world. But you didn't struggle with me, but you found that I was a little bit of a difficult child because I was always so energetic and I was always sort of all over the place, wasn't I?
Yeah, from a very early age, you had a lot of energy, and you would sing Spice Girls and have a bit of fun with music.
Yeah.
So
that.
My
we
little
got-
Britney microphone that I used to have.
we got her into Stagecoach from a very early age of around about 2 or 3, I think.
Wow.
She was like one of the youngest,
Aw.
and she went on.
Little dot.
I
little
know.
dot.
They didn't even have a T-shirt that fitted her. It was just so sweet.
That's brilliant.
And she used to love the end of term.
I was there for about
shows.
7 years, wasn't I?
Yeah, you was.
Yeah, I loved it.
You loved all the little shows at the end.
I remember doing Uptown Girl
Mm.
by Westlife.
Oh.
We were just singing Uptown Girl.
I feel like Westlife now. We
I
always
know,
sit on
literally.
stools, don't we?
I know. I know we're just about to raise. You raise me up. I'm going to move this back a little bit because I kind of feel like I'm excluding Connor. So.
Oh, it's all good, mate. It's all good.
There we go. So, yeah. So Stagecoach was quite a good thing, wasn't it, for me?
Yeah.
Gave you some time off.
Gave you some confidence.
Yeah. Probably a bit too much now.
Not at all. That's a good thing, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was good. The downfall, there's a little bit of a downfall as being a parent, really, with children that go to performing arts schools. And that is the label that everyone gets given.
Mm-hmm.
My role as a parent is always come from the heart.
Yours has.
Sorry.
Yours has.
Definitely.
Yours has come from the heart.
Yeah, definitely. So if you can see something that's good in your child, you want to make sure that happens.
Definitely.
Yeah, of course.
And I was always there to make sure that Roxy got what she needed to pursue her career if that's what she wanted to do. If she doesn't want to do that, it's fine. It doesn't bother me. Whatever she wants to do will make me happy because it's going to make her happy. When
you say that, can I just clarify?
Yeah,
so
sure.
when you say that, when you have a child in the West End, that child is quite young, and it means that child has to come out of school on certain days. So I did a week on and a week off. So I would come out early of school, which you would pick me up. You would take me on the train, we'd get on the tube and we'd get to the theatre. And I wouldn't have been able to do that if it not had been for you, because obviously being however old I was, I wouldn't have been allowed on the train and the tube on my own, really. Well, I would have been, but it would have been extremely dangerous.
Yeah.
I was a bit of a sassy kid when I was younger, and if anybody tried anything, I'd be like, who do you think you are? But no, that's the kind of thing when you say that you make sure that she got what she needed, in a sense of you came up with me and helped me get there and
yeah,
definitely.
I mean, it was funny when we used to go from the school to the train. She would get dressed in the car, take out of a uniform off.
Yep.
She'd do her homework on the train going up.
Yep.
We would grab something to eat, and she would go in the back of the stage door.
Yeah.
Non-stop.
And then I wouldn't see Mum until I came out of the show,
which was around about 10:30, 11 o'clock, wasn't it?
Blimey.
So my mum would have to walk the streets of London, which does sound very
sounds
dodgy.
terrifying.
But you ended up going in libraries, didn't you?
Yeah,
and
I sat on the floor and learned how to do reflexology, which was really good fun.
you learned how to use chopsticks.
Oh yeah, and
you were well impressed with that.
And the buses, and I knew how the tube and the buses work. So
if anybody needs a tour guide of London,
Yeah.
this is your gal.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah. So, did you want to carry on? Sorry, I interrupted you.
I've lost my train of thought now.
Sorry. You were talking about labels.
Yeah, so it's just a shame that everyone gets labelled, every parent gets labelled, that they're pushy parents, and I'm really not a pushy parent.
No,
definitely not.
No. I come from, as I say, it comes from the heart with me. Both my children, Roxy's got an older brother, and I'm there to support them 100%, and so is my husband, and we're very proud of them, and if we can help them achieve their goals, then we've done our job, really.
I agree. I think that's and I think with the perception of pushy parents, there are quite a lot of pushy parents out there.
Oh, definitely.
That do give the helpful parents like you guys a bad name.
Yeah.
And it doesn't help when you've got things like dance mums on telly, when you've got things like
Honey Boo Boo,
yeah. and all of that kind of stuff, where it is literally pushy parents, but they're making television out of it.
Big stereotype, isn't it?
It is a huge stereotype.
And unfortunately, that's what's popular, isn't it, on TV?
Yeah.
Which is sad.
But, I mean, you got on really well with all of the mums. I mean, they were all really lovely. You made some really good friends, didn't you?
Yeah, still know them now.
Yeah.
That's really nice.
Yeah, so, I mean, especially Wendy. We love Wendy. But yeah, I mean, it was an experience for me, but I always worried about the fact that you had to sort of walk around London on your own and stuff, and it was a bit worrying. And
I also got to see you 86 times in the show.
That is amazing.
86 times.
Wow.
So if Mary Poppins went off ill, this is your gal.
Yeah. Imagine that.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Yeah, love it. Love it.
So that was the good bit, but they don't give you free tickets, so don't think that you're going to get a free ticket because you're not.
No.
And I had to pay every time.
Yeah.
Even on your opening night, didn't I?
No, I got 2 free tickets on my opening
free.
night.
That's right.
Yep.
That's
Yeah.
mad you have to pay.
Yes.
What was quite funny was one particular performance, Roxy's petticoat fell down.
Oh.
And she was like dancing and all of a sudden
I had to grab my petticoat, run off stage, and then one of the stage hands literally helped me do it back up. And then when I got back on stage, the guy playing Bert, Gavin, he was sort of doing a motion of as if his skirt was falling down. He wasn't wearing a skirt, but as if my skirt was falling down the air, as if to see like, oh dear.
Awkward.
But it was so good because you were 9-10 years old.
Yeah.
And
handled it like a pro.
She did, yeah. It was like, I'm
like with
going to
the guitar
just
strap.
go off stage really quickly and I'm just going to...
I had to do it in character as well, which was really funny.
You sort of...
Oh my God.
For those of you who can't see and who are on the audio version, my mum is dancing with her arms out and
beautifully.
Beautifully dancing. Yeah. And for those, for sometimes people are like, oh, with stage mums, they're doing it because they're pushing their kids into it because they wanted it when they were younger. But that wasn't the case for you, was it?
No, definitely
What did you want to be when you?
I wanted to be a hairdresser.
That's awesome.
It's really funny, purely because my mum, I came home once, and my hair was like pretty much down to my hips.
Don't believe her.
And it was long. And my mum said to me, oh, do you know what? Your hair's looking a little bit... I think I should give it a little trim. Do you want a little trim? There's some split ends. I said, yeah, okay. Trim being the word. When she'd finished, I pulled my hair forward and she had given me a bob. She wanted to be a hairdresser. Do not trust her anywhere near your hair. Honestly.
I'm glad I'm sitting this side now.
Yeah. She can't wait to get her hands on your hair, mate.
I know, right?
When I was about 15, I wanted to be a hairdresser, so I went to the local salon, and every Saturday I used to turn up, speak to the manager and say, do you need a hairdresser yet? Do you need someone to wash the hair and sweep the floors? And he's like, no, I don't, thanks.
Oh.
I'd done this for about 6 weeks.
Commitment.
And I think he just got fed up with me and he said, you've got the job. I was like, really? And he's like, yeah. So
you got to persist.
I ended up, doing hairdressing for a few months. And
that's really cool.
But I didn't carry it on, which is why really that I thought if that's something that Roxy wants to do. The lesson I learnt was I wasn't pushed and I wasn't helped. So I'm going to help Roxy the best I can.
Love that.
And you're the best mama in the world. I got it from my mama.
You did.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So did you want to talk about musicians behind the stage and what they're like off stage?
In what way?
So...
Oh, yeah. So, believe it or not, there's a lot of musicians and actors that have a lot of self-doubt.
Yes.
They're anxious.
Definitely.
They're shy.
Yes.
And they're nervous people.
We are.
We sure are.
We're sensitive souls, as we
Sensitive
say on this
souls.
podcast.
And you know what? We're at home and we see this and we see that you're in your comfort zone at home. And all of a sudden you go out on stage or stage, in performing or for singing, and you're just this amazing star. And in our eyes, it's just like, wow.
You got to go put on your
No.
brave face, haven't you?
Yeah,
You have. I mean, I always think that.
But then you see the other side of it, don't you? When I came off stage and when I finished my gigs,
yeah,
it's like all of the adrenaline's gone, and then all of a sudden I'm just like,
you go a bit flat, don't you? And it's,
yeah. And on the way home, people, if we share in a car with people, they're like, and I'm just like, oh, please just chill out,
no.
just calm down a little bit, please, because
This is where you
my
need the
brain
AirPods.
this is where I need the AirPods. My brain is just like, stop, please. But
It's because you're coming down from an adrenaline rush.
Yeah, it is.
But I always think it was really nice because Roxy, when we used to go backstage stage door, there would be people, disabled people in wheelchairs, and they were wanting Roxy to sign their autograph. And
That's so lovely.
It was really cool.
we had a little Chinese party, didn't we? A coach party.
Oh, they were amazing.
They grabbed her in the middle of.
They took me on the bus with me.
Yeah.
They took me on the bus with them, and they like made me do like the super cow dance in front of them all.
And they
That
had
sounds so
photos
fun.
right outside the
It was
theatre
brilliant.
and everything. So
That's
I was there
awesome.
for about an hour with them.
yeah.
I know.
And sometimes on the train, as we're coming home, they're like, I think that's the girl. I think that's the girl.
And they'll get the program, and they'll look at the program, and then they'll look up, and they'll go,
It's her.
they'll go, Roxy, and I'm like, yes, hello.
It's
you
me.
did used to like that.
Yeah.
That was really
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, it was really good fun when you're recognised.
And
I
some-
bet.
and-
I was in we were in Sainsbury's together,
Yeah.
and a woman came up to us and was like, "You're Connor Wells." And
That
it's
was
just
really
like-
weird,
it's
wasn't it?
like, yeah, this is Connor. I was like, this is my mate.
I mean,
He's been recognised.
That happened at that gig at the Galleria as well. Do you
Yeah, it
remember?
did.
That
Yeah,
guy
it
came
did.
up and took a picture of me.
yeah, I
Yeah.
remember that.
That was
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah, it was really funny.
Strange times.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
I mean, cool. It means, it's going well.
Yeah,
but
it is.
Still, it's not something you get used to, is it?
No,
Not at all.
but I like it though. It shows that you're doing something right.
Yeah, I'm on the right track.
Yeah,
sort of.
yeah. At least you're not getting tomatoes thrown at you and stuff.
Very true. Very true.
Yeah, yeah.
That wouldn't be good.
And the proud moment is like when I'm in the audience and I'm on my own because I've come up and I've got Roxy on the stage and I'm sitting there and I'm like, I'm Billy No Mates.
Oh.
I've got no friends, but that is my daughter up there.
Oh.
I did that a couple of times, not often, but
And Michael Jackson saw me play, didn't he?
yeah.
That's sick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Michael Jackson.
That's really cool.
Who else was there?
Kylie Minogue.
Kylie Minogue.
Was
Oh, I love it, Kylie.
Oh, she's like the most amazing woman in the world.
She's lovely.
Incredible
She
woman.
wanted Roxy's autograph.
She let me hold her pug dog.
Yeah,
She's got a pug dog, and I was like, "Can I hold your dog?" And she's like, "There you go." Literally just
I
handed
think me
her
and
dog,
Kylie
I was
Minogue
like,
need a little play date with our pugs.
Oh,
I don't
I
think
mean-
she's got him anymore.
yeah,
Oh.
that was many years ago.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's quite
maybe
a few
not.
years.
Hopefully she's got a new one.
Yeah, I'm sure she has. I'm sure she has. So Connor and I often get quite a few laughs out of my mum when it comes to my mum. Her nickname is literally Dizzy because she is so dizzy. And there's many funny things that she's
definitely.
done.
We could write a book.
We really could.
We could.
We could actually write a book of all the funny things that she's done. But we'll keep you up to date with new things that she's said or done. I mean, what do you call tarpaulin?
Tarpaulin.
Tarpaulin. Tarpaulin is tarpaulin.
Tarpaulin.
Yeah. There's many things that you
I mean, I call Nicole Scherzinger Nicole Zinger Burger.
Oh, I really want a KFC now.
Same. Zinger Burger.
Oh, I'm
want one.
hungry now.
Same.
Oh, for God's sake.
Drive through.
Oh,
Drive through.
Drive through is the one. Is there anything else that you would like to add, Mahaf?
Do I want to add any more?
Do you want to add any more?
Okay,
Go on.
I made a few homemade pies. Put them in the freezer,
This is amazing.
and I forgot
I'm
to
excited.
label them.
Oh,
Okay,
Yeah.
it's fine. It's okay.
all good.
I knew what they were a month ago. So I decided to get the pie out.
You were
defrosted
doing
it.
a late night dinner, weren't you? You was in a bit of a rush.
Yeah, so I prepared my roast potatoes
Banging.
and my veg
Lovely.
and lovely pot of gravy.
Yep.
Nice thick gravy.
Veg cooked properly.
Veg cooked properly.
Properly.
Yep.
Steamed.
Steamed. Oh, definitely.
Yep.
Cut into the pie and it was apple.
Oh.
Yeah. She had made apple pies
instead of like savoury pie.
instead of like chicken pie or steak pie. She'd cooked an apple pie, and we had potatoes, roast potatoes, veg,
That is
gravy,
amazing.
and apple
Apple
pie.
pie. That is brilliant.
Yeah, so that's the kind of thing that my mum does.
This is why you're my hero. Go for the sweet option. I mean, I would.
Apple pie for dinner.
Yeah, I'm down
Hey,
for
that
that.
was my childhood.
I'd love that.
Oh, bless you.
And also sometimes when you go to write a card, I always write like a
this is
birthday
brilliant.
card or an anniversary card. I always write a little bit,
Mm.
and then I say to my husband, "What else shall I say? How can I finish this line off?" And then he'll say, "Oh, you always do this," and then I'll make a mistake.
Mm.
So I just write a little spider where the mistake is.
So basically, she crosses it out,
And
makes
does
a
some
little
legs.
thingy, and then puts legs on it.
That's genius.
So it kind of turns into a spider. So our birthday cards, Christmas cards growing up had spiders all over them.
Yeah,
which
but,
is really
but now
funny.
they
Let's do
get
Halloween cards.
Yeah.
they actually get upset if they haven't got a spider now.
Yeah, we do.
Oh.
If we haven't got a spider in our card, we'll get really upset now.
Oh, bless you.
Yeah.
I know.
Oh.
So there's a tip for you guys.
It's a tip.
If you make a mistake on a card, just do a spider.
Or turn it into a love heart.
Oh, yeah, good shout.
Or
I've done that
flower.
before.
Mm.
Yeah,
Oh,
or a
see,
flower.
you've done it.
A good save.
Yeah, I did it. I did it on Mum's birthday card that I gave to her today.
You've learnt from the best.
I have learned from the best.
You have.
Mum, if you was to be in a television show, TV show, what TV show would you choose to be in?
Well, I definitely won't be in a sport or something like that.
I'd be awful at that.
I hate anything
hate that
like
show.
that.
Like
What-
The Weakest Link.
probably Saturday Night Takeaway.
Saturday Night Takeaway.
That's a good
Yeah.
shout.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm.
All right. I thought that you'd say Sex Education.
Yeah. Yeah,
I can imagine
can't-
my mum being the one
of the
that's like,
parents.
sex is normal. Oh, let's go have a party. That would be my mum.
Love it.
She'd literally,
Yeah,
she'd
yeah,
be
I'd
so
quite like
funny.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you'd-
we just finished watching the series 2, so we're waiting for 3 to come out now.
I've not watched it yet. Everyone says it's really good.
Do you know
Oh,
what? I
it's
actually
good
watched the
fun.
first episode.
Mm.
I didn't well, I kind of should have kind of understood the fact that it's sex education from the outset.
Something to watch with all the family.
Literally, the first episode,
like playing
the
Cards
first
Against Humanity.
episode, yeah, first episode, and the first scene was basically two people going at it. Like boobs were on show, everything was, and I was just like, I'm going to be upstairs, guys.
I can't watch
I'll
this
leave
with
you
my mum
guys
and dad.
to it.
I'm not watching this with my mum and dad.
Awkward, isn't it?
Yeah, very awkward. So I literally was just like, no thanks, no thank you. And for those of you who haven't seen it, it's basically like the In-Betweeners.
Okay, I like that.
It is, isn't it,
Yeah.
really? Bit like In-Betweeners meets Grange Hill.
Oh,
Yeah, it is a bit.
okay.
And it's filmed in this in the UK, isn't it?
It is filmed in the UK.
Ooh.
Yeah, it is. It's actually
I might watch it on Netflix.
it's
later.
all right. Yeah, it's all right.
I'll give
It's
it a
quite
go.
funny. It's a good storyline.
Yeah.
It's quite funny.
Good fun.
So I thought that you'd be in that.
Mm.
I thought it'd be a good one for you to be in. There's a question that we ask all of our guests.
There is
isn't
a question we ask all our guests.
Go on, Connor.
So, Dawn, Mummy Searle, if you could plan your own festival, like a Glastonbury, a Reading and Leeds, who would be your headliners for the Friday night, the Saturday night, and the Sunday night?
Ooh.
We pride ourselves that this is a good question.
It is
Yeah.
a
Zoe
good
liked it.
question.
Yeah.
It is
yeah.
a good
And
question.
Bamboo
And
Brush
Bamboo
loved
Brush
it as well,
loved
didn't
it.
they?
Yeah.
I think
Mama.
Zoe's given the best answer so far, isn't she? That was a good one.
I did like Zoe's share.
What was it? Rave on Friday,
Beyonce.
Beyonce and Stormzy on Saturday,
Yeah.
and Coldplay on Sunday.
Yeah.
Can you top it?
Well, it depends if you like who I like.
Very true. Very true.
Well, on Friday, I think I'm going to have to go with Bryan Adams.
Good shout.
But
We love Bryan Adams on
We
this
love
channel.
Bryan
Sorry,
Adams.
Yeah, I think that's where Roxy gets it from.
Yeah.
We've been a few times.
Yeah. He told me I was pretty.
He did, and he threw you a guitar pick.
He did.
Goals right there, mate.
Wish it was a ring, but
Oh,
Ooh,
he's not
he's a
married.
little bit old for you.
nah, he's all right.
He's all good.
He's all good.
How old is he?
60?
He's in his 60s. He's got to be.
Not too bad.
Yeah. So I would have Bryan Adams, but I would have you singing with him
Hell
That'd be
yeah.
cool.
and Connor featuring.
Oh, that'd be pretty cool.
That'd
That'd
be
be
cool.
fun.
My best buddy and my future husband. Not, as
Two
in-
separate
as in-
people.
Yeah, two separate people. Brian, I think we all established that Brian Adams is my future husband.
He is, absolutely.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I wouldn't mind him as a in-law. No, I wouldn't want to marry him.
Really?
No, Dad's.
I would.
Oh,
I love Dad. There's only one man in my life.
Marriage goals.
Oh, I feel bad now. Well, it's fine.
Okay, moving on. Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
ABBA.
I love ABBA. Guilty pleasure.
It is a little bit of a guilty pleasure, isn't it?
They are a guilty pleasure because I like playing SOS.
Yes.
It's quite catchy.
So when you're near me, darling, can't you hear me? SOS.
Tune. You could do Mamma Mia tribute.
No, we will not be doing that. My mum did that when she was younger, and honestly, it was the most terrifying experience of my whole entire life. All I heard was dum 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 dum. I was like, nope, I will never listen to that song ever again in my life because I heard it for like 6 months. You did it for charity, didn't you?
Yeah,
in
we
fairness?
did do it for charity.
Oh, that makes it even better.
It is on the video, I think but we had a little version.
There is no
It's
version.
like Roxy.
No, there's not.
I will show you.
This is not a thing.
I will. I'll
Please
show you.
share
This is
this
not
with
a
me.
thing.
So Roxy was the
I'm so
younger
excited for this.
ABBA.
Right, so Sunday, who would you have?
Roxy Style ABBA.
It's got to be ELO.
I love it.
Jeff
ELO,
Lynne.
I was looking down a one-way street. I was hoping for a chance to meet.
See, I love Evil Woman. That's my jam.
Evil Woman.
Yeah.
Yeah, love that song.
That's a tune.
Yeah.
Or Mr. No, not Mr.
Blue
Brightside.
Skies.
Mr. Blue Sky. Why was I thinking
Blue
Mr.
Sky.
Brightside? Mr. Blue Sky. Mr. Blue Sky. One, I think because it's been featured on TikTok's videos so
Yes.
much recently.
Yes.
They're really funny.
Probably. So
Yeah.
sounds like a good
so-
festival. So you got Brian Adams featuring Connor and I on the Friday. Then on the Saturday you've got ABBA, and then on the Sunday you've got ELO.
That sounds like a banging festival.
Banging festival. Sign me up. I'm there.
Yeah.
I'm down.
Would love that.
Well, you are there. You're playing.
Yeah. You're on stage.
You're
girl.
on stage. Guest list.
Hell yeah. That'll be amazing. I think that we'll have to wrap it up there.
We do. We've actually run over our studio time as well. So, guys, thank you very much for watching. Thank you for Mummy Soul, Dawn, for coming on.
Mum. Woo.
We got the cheers. Love that.
Love that.
So yeah, thank you so much for coming on. That's
Thank
really
you
cool.
for
Thanks for
watching.
having
Yeah,
me.
thanks for watching, my mama. And you didn't do anything embarrassing. Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Not till I see that video of you and ABBA.
That's not going to happen. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. This has been episode 10. If you'd like to watch episode 11, it will be out on Monday at 8 a.m.
And on YouTube at 5 p.m.
Come and say hello.
Come say hello
We'll
in the
be
chat.
on the live chat as well. So
We will.
We will. And we'll get mum on the live chat as well. So,
You're a regular on the chat. We love that.
Yeah, you are. Love it.
that.
Did you want to say anything before you go?
No, just thank you very much for having me.
Oh, on her
thanks.
birthday.
On her
Happy
birthday, so
birthday.
happy
Bye.
Woo. Hell yeah. I have no idea where that's come from.
The news track. I think that's been playing the whole time, but on
Has
silent. Love that.
So I think there's only one thing left to say, and we are going to say...
See ya.